Yo, what up guys, it's your boy here, Judah Yugi, giving you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V episode 108 review for you guys. This was another really great episode. Let's see, the episode starts off with Sawatari and Gongenzaka losing the duel to the Tyler sisters. They don't show the duel at all, they just get knocked out. Yuya and Shun hear them, they go running out after them, and this is basically how the duel begins. Shun is pissed off because, you know, the Tyler sisters killed off a lot of their friends and he wants revenge, and so does Yuto. So in some parts, Yuto's kind of like speaking over Yuya, putting his input into this. And throughout the duel, Yuya's just trying to calm them both down because they're both really angry and pissed off, and he wants them to cool down so that they could concentrate and duel better, because if they're angry, they might lose because they're not focusing correctly. They're just trying to annihilate their opponent. So yeah, they need to watch out for that. And also the reason why Gongenzaka probably lost a lot easier, Yuya mentioned that the Tyler sisters mentioned that they share their graveyards, and you know that his whole deck works on having no spells and traps in the grave, and Sawatari has spell cards. So, and he uses probably action cards too, so, and those go to the grave. So that basically makes his whole deck completely useless in a sense. It really won't work because his greatest strength is without spells and traps, and he has a really powerful deck that works with just monsters, hand traps, effects from the grave and stuff like it. It's really powerful deck. So I guarantee, I don't know if he still would have won, maybe, hopefully, but I know for sure that he at least would have given them a run for their money if if Sawatari and Gongenzaka weren't sharing their graveyards and fields, because that was a huge disadvantage for him. Throughout the duel, the Tyler sisters are kind of setting up the field, countering their whole pendulum summoning mechanic. They were pretty much prepared for pendulum summoning by a Caballero, and you know they had a card that made it so you can't normal summon. Well, if you normal summon, you can't special summon, and if you special summon, you can't normal summon that turn. So, you know, obviously they pendulum summon and stuff in that special summoning, so they're gonna choose special summoning. But then if they do that, the Tyler sisters have this other trap card, the Hot Springs card, which makes it so that every time they special summon a monster, they gain life points equal to, you know, that monster's attack. So they gained a lot of life points in this duel, a lot, because you know that's what pendulum summoning is, and their decks just in general special summoning a lot, especially Raid Raptors. In fact, it was mostly, I think, because of Raid Raptors. But yeah, so that's kind of how it goes along. And then I think they had this other spell trap card that made it so Amazon's monsters don't take any battle damage. So, you know, they kind of had this almost impenetrable fortress. At this point, the only way to get rid of them is through card effect or through damage, burn damage. So moving on with the duel, Shun and Yuto are just really angry, trying to get their message across, trying to annihilate these sisters. And like I said, Yuya is trying to calm them down, and Yuya wants to you know, win this duel using his dueling, you know, his entertainment style dueling that his dad showed him. And that's basically what he does. He finally convinces Yuto and Shun to allow him to do his entertainment dueling the way he wants. Shun said he's going to duel how he wants to duel, but, you know, he's going to allow you to do it his way. And that's basically what goes on here. In the final turn with Yuya, he summons a Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, activates the effect to target Amazona's Tiger Liger, cut its attack in half twice. So he had like, I don't remember how much, 4,000 or 5,000 something attack points. So he had a lot. And then Raid Raptor, Rise Falcon's effect, he detached, so he gains attack equal to all the special summon monsters on their opponent's side of the field. So that was a whole nother bunch of attack. It was another 4,000 or 5,000 attack points, I believe, and it was a lot of power right there, using both Yuto's and Shun's, you know, original ace monsters in a sense. So it was kind of cool seeing that. It's kind of like Shun and Yuta working together, and Yuya, I guess. But so the duel basically proceeds like Yuya activates this rocket shell spell card or whatever. I forgot what it was called, and it made it so you target I think two Xyz monsters or two monsters on the field, and they can attack, but your opponent takes no battle damage, I believe, which they don't take any battle damage anyway because of the Amazon's trap. But basically, Yuya puts on this beautiful entire performance. There's all these stars and colors and everything, and he's pretty much entertaining everybody, and it's really a stunning show. And Gloria's even like looking at it, and they're confused at first, but even Gloria's like, wow, this is looking very beautiful, and it's she's kind of being taken away by the beautiful show and all the lights and everything, and it's really something. So his entertainment dueling style is kind of working right now, and yeah. So I believe Dark Rebellion and Ice Falcon attack the Tiger Liger because it's the only monster that can be targeted for an attack. So they attack it. Obviously, they take no battle damage, but the spell card, the Rocket one, makes it so that any battle damage that they didn't receive from this battle, they take as effect damage instead. So that's kind of how they lost. The Tiger Sisters had like over 10,000 life points, and combined, Rise Falcon and Dark Rebellion had more than that. So they just received all that extra damage, and lost in one turn. You actually took it down in one turn, and then you see like Alan like really impressed. He's like, oh my god, wow, he actually took all of that down in one show. And Yuya was doing a great performance, so he was like counting down, the rocket show before they blasted off into the stars and this and that. It was like this beautiful show. It was very nice to look at, very aesthetically pleasing to look at. I was very entertained by it. It looked very interesting. I assumed that at first the duel, based on the preview, was going to be like all angry, and then Yuta was going to lose control again, or gain control of Yuya and all that, but that didn't happen. Yuya didn't allow it, and the reason why Yuya didn't allow it was he was trying to tell Yuta to control his anger because there's, the last time, or every single time, there's this other being inside of him that whenever he's angry and he loses control of himself, that other being starts to take over. So he finally recognizes that there's something dark inside of him. There's something in there that kind of takes over both their souls, and he's finally recognizing it and is trying to avoid it as best as he can so that it doesn't take over his mind and body, which is why he's like, which is why he's trying to control his anger. So he's trying to, use his entertainment, doing what he believes in, and trying to remain calm during situations so that that doesn't happen. And I think that's very smart. I'm glad Yu is finally realizing that. It's a really great character development in general for him, and it's showing that he's being aware of what's going on, and he's not constantly repeating the same mistake over and over again. He finally is learning his lesson that he can't let anger take over him. So very great on that. So I'm happy that Yuya won with his style of dueling, because it shows his character development. It shows that he's finally doing it the way he wants to do it, and he truly believes in it, and he's not letting his impatience or his anger take control of him, and so desperate to win. He's gonna do right. So I hope he continues this path, because remember, this is his character. Whether or not you guys like the entertainment style dueling or the pretty stuff and the weird ways of winning, that is embedded into his character. That's his entire purpose in the series, is to become an entertainment duelist and make everyone smile through dueling. So when you see that, you have to recognize that that's his purpose. So in that sense, you should be enjoying it, and you should feel happy if he wins that way, because of the fact that that's his whole purpose in the show as a character. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed the show. It was very unexpected. I'll admit it was unexpected for me, but overall I enjoyed it, and I think they did a really great job with this episode. They actually ended it all in one episode. Usually tag duels last 2 or more episodes, but this ended in one shot. You felt more or less pretty satisfied with what happened. The Tyler sisters lost, and they were kind of like they're kind of surprised that they lost, but kind of still you know, intoxicated, I guess, not the right word, but by the show that they just saw. And yeah, and Edo is pissed off, and he was watching that duel with Yuya and the performance he was doing. He got mad. He got really pissed off, and he decided to go over there. So now Edo's gonna go over there to fight, to try to find Yuya and destroy him or whatever. Still don't know why he hates him so much, but we'll get into his backstory eventually. I hope, because his hatred is a little strong. For Yusho and the whole entertainment dueling and the Smile World card and all that stuff. So this is pretty interesting. The Obelisk Force comes in right after that, and they're basically gonna duel them in the next episode. I don't know why they decided to come all of a sudden. It's been a while since we've seen them, but yeah, they're there. They're gonna fight Shun and Yuya. I think it's gonna be a tag duel again. I think we'll see what happens with that. But I see Shun dueling for sure. Obviously, they showed it in the preview, so it's going to be Shun versus the Owl's Force. I don't know if Ryu's going to join. I think so. Probably. But yeah, the episode has a pretty interesting title. I think it was like The Falling Falcon or something. Or something like that. It's implying that like he's going to lose or he's going to die or something. Which on the preview didn't look that way. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's time for Shun to die yet. I feel like he still has an important role to play to go find Rory, and I don't think he needs to lose, especially not against the Obelisk Force. Like, he's already beaten them many times, several of them many times, and he even defeated Dennis. So I'm pretty sure just one random Obelisk guy out of nowhere isn't gonna defeat one of the most strongest characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now out of all times. He should lose to somebody more important, like Yuri or even a Caballero or Dennis again or Sora, even though Sora's technically good, kind of now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to lose. Maybe it's a misleading title. Maybe they're referring to something else when they refer to the Falling Falcon. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe they'll get a little more into Shun's backstory or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it was a really great episode. It was really fun to watch. It was an entertaining duel. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the episode. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. And God bless you guys. Thank you for everything. Gotcha!